Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Ikhsan Rizky Aziz, and today I'm represents my group, that group 14 of discourse analysis subject that consists of Hesti Saputri, Ikhsan Rizky, that's me, Restu Singgih, Riska Ameilia, Syarifah Ayni, and Tania Utari. Today we are going to presenting about how to doing discourse analysis. So at first we have the topic of how to develop a discourse analysis project. First, discourse analysis is one of the linguistic approaches that aim to analyze the given units in the language. It also aims to analyze and disassemble the units and explore them. But yes, that discourse analysis is an approach that aims to focus on language beyond the sentence level. It also aims to explore what is beyond the sentence level in a detailed way. Social interpreting and humanities are some of the several approaches that discourse analysis focus on. Moreover, discourse analysis often approaches social communication and interpreting that occurs in social interaction. Cameron has suggested that one important characteristic of a good research project is that it contains a good idea thesis. The project is on something that is worth finding out about.
My name is Riska Ameilia. Here I want to read criteria for developing a discourse analysis project. In her book Qualitative Methods in Sociolinguistics, Johnstone, 2000 lists a number of criteria that contribute to the development of a good and workable research topic. These criteria include: first, a well-focused idea about spoken or written discourse that is phrased as a question or a set of closely related questions. Second, an understanding of how discourse analytic techniques can be used to answer the research questions you are asking. Third, an understanding of why your questions about spoken or written discourse are important in a wider context. Fourth, familiarity with an access to the location where your discourse analysis project will be carried out. Fifth, ability to get the discourse data that is needed for the research project. Sixth, the time it will realistically take to carry out the discourse analysis project. Analyze the result and write up the result of the project. Seventh, being comfortable with and competent in the ways of collecting the discourse data required by the project. Last, being competent in the methods of analysis required for the project. Choosing a research questions. A research topic is your general area of interest, whereas the research question is the particular thing you want to find out and which grows out of your research topic. Sunderland 20 and 10. It is important to read widely to see what previous research has said about the topic you are interested in, including what questions can be asked and answered from a discourse perspective. A good place to start in choosing a research question is by drawing up a short list of topics that interest you. These are some ways to do research questions. 1. Speaking to other students. 2. Asking colleges. 3. Asking teachers. 4. Asking potential supervisor. And last, looking up related research in the library.
Focusing a research topic. According to Stevens and Asmar, suggests that wizardheads know that good research project is narrow and deep. They highlight how important it is for students to listen to more experienced researchers in their field and to be guided by their advice in the early stage of the research. Once the reading has been done, it is useful to write a few lines on each topic and use this as the basic to talk to other people about the research. One topic may emerge and as the strongest contender from these conversations, not only because it is the most original or interesting, but also because it is the most doable in terms of access to data and research facilities. Your expertise in the use of discourse analysis techniques, as well as supervisor support.
My name is Syarifah Ayni. I would like to present about discourse analysis, turning the topic into a research question. In this important to strike a balance between the value of the question and your ability to develop and discuss analysis. Project you are capable of carrying out or the project. But what you need on your project are 1. Background, 2. Expertise, 3. Research, and 4. Access to data need.
Connecting data collection, analysis, and research question. To make it more easier, Sunderland suggests completing a table such as the one shown below. However, that things are not always as neat as table 10.1 might suggest. Sometimes one research question might require more than one set of data, or you might be able to use one set of data to address more than one research question. What you will see, however, from your chart is whether there are any gaps that still needs to be filled or data still needs to be collected to address each of your question. Next slide is kinds of discourse analysis. There are a number of different kinds of projects that can be carried out from a discourse analysis perspective. And there is a replication of previous discourse studies using different discourse data but the same methodology, analyzing existing data from a discourse analysis perspective, analyzing discourse data from a different perspective, considering the validity of a previous claim, focusing on unanalyzed genres, and mixed methods discourse studies.
Are two types of discourse studies. So it is divided into two types, which is a spoken discourse project and written discourse project, and each type has different characterization. So on the spoken discourse project, it is transient. Intercallers usually do not speak at the same time due to physical constraints. They are bound by interactional features, if for example turn taking. And then on the spoken discourse project, it is rhapsodic, which means utterances form depend on previous utterances. The speakers can add language as they go along, and these are features of conversational cooperation. And the third one is use of formulaic expressions. And the last one is repetition, repair paraphrasing. There occurs due to simultaneous speech. And on the written discourse project, it is permanent, which means stored and retrieved. The responses can be delayed. Information conveyed is hierarchically ordered within the class structure. It is characterized by high level of cohesion. On written discourse project, it is also absence of direct contact, a medium that fosters analysis, logical reasoning, and abstract categorization. Written discourse project also tends to avoid redundancy unless for literally effect. Written discourse project also lexically dense. It is use complex synthetic structure. How combining discourse and other research perspectives. Based on Cameron in 2005, discusses the problem associated with what she calls theoretical and methodological eclecticism. She points out that sometimes this carries a high risk of superficially, as the researchers may be trying to do too many things at once and not end up doing any of them properly. But a researcher can combine an approach to discourse analysis with a non-discourse analytic perspective on the research. Indeed, often an approach of this kind can provide a fuller and more explanatory perspective on the questions under investigation that might be provided with just the one single perspective.
And for the last, we have evaluate a discourse analysis project. Taylor suggests a number of criteria by which discourse studies can be evaluated. These criteria, she argues, should be an integral part of discourse analysis project and should guide readers of the project in their evaluation of it. Three key issues to consider in this area are the reliability, validity, and replicability of project that has been carried out. These criteria are: first, reliability. Reliability refers to the consistency of the result obtained in the project. This is comprised of two kinds of reliability: internal reliability and external reliability. Internal reliability refers to the consistency of the data collection, analysis of the data, and interpretation of the results. External reliability or replicability refers to the extent to which another researcher could reproduce the study using the same discourse analysis procedures and obtain the same or similar results to those obtained in study. And the last, there is validity. Validity or trustworthiness in qualitative research refers to the extent to which a piece of research actually investigates what it says it will investigate, and the truth or the accuracy of the generalizations being made by the researchers. Internal validity refers to how far claims about cause are true in the situations being studied. That's by Taylor. External validity refers to the extent to which the results of the study can be generalized from the sample used in the study to broader population. So that was our presentation. If you guys have any question, you can ask on the comment board below. And sorry if there are any mistakes, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.